Hello everyone, this is Mrs. McCurry. Today we're going to talk about stocks and shares. We are going to be looking at section 46 of Pure Mathematics. And here is effectively what it says. When money needs to be raised, shares become available which can be purchased. If a person buys a share, say for $100, he is entitled to part of the profits in proportion to his $100 contribution. When there are fewer shares than desired, the demand for the shares increases and people are willing to pay additional money for a share, creating a premium. When there are more shares than people want, the demand decreases, and those possessing shares are sometimes willing to sell theirs at a discount. So what that means is a man buys a share at a nominal value of $140. 3 months later, he sells it for an actual value of $160 or a $20 premium. The man uses that $20 to buy another share from a different company. 6 months later, he sells it for $15, resulting in a $5 discount. Okay, so when someone buys a share, if they sell it for more than what they paid for it, that's a premium. If they sell it for less than what they paid for it, that's a discount. The prices can change based on how the company is doing with whatever its venture is and how confident the shareholders are that they will be able to get their full proportion in profits back from their contribution. Excuse me. When shareholders are very confident, that's when our prices go up, and then they're able to get additional money back from their, in this case, $140 investment. And when shareholders are less confident, they're not sure they're going to get all their money back, so they just want to get as much money as they can, so they'll sell for less than what they paid for it, less than their initial contribution, because they want to get as much money as they can, and they think that even if they bought this share for $20, selling it for $15 is a better return than what the company could give them. So that's a little bit about why people buy and sell shares for premiums or discounts. Okay, so for our first example, what is the value of a 1,000 pound stock at 89 and 5/16%? So what that means is for every $100, they've only paid 89, for every 100 pounds, they've only actually paid 89. So if they have 1,000 pounds in there, how much is their stock worth? So everything is in percent, so we have to take this 1,000, and we're seeing how many stocks in theory that would buy them if we were in percent, if everything was at 100%. So that would give them 10. So now we're going to multiply that by the price they paid, which was 89 and 5/16, I assume, of a pound. So 10 times 89 and 5/16. And using our compound numbers, we find that we get 893 pounds, 2 shillings and 6 pennies. Okay? Now, what would the cost be of 1,180 pound stock at 153 1/4%, including the brokerage of 1/4%? So again, we're going to be looking at how many stocks shares could this 1,180 pounds buy if everything were at 100%, and that would give us, I'm going to reduce this 118 over 10. Now, in our example, Our example up here, we just had a straight percentage, so we could, or we just had a straight value, and so we could just work with that value. Here, we have our value of 153 and a quarter plus our brokerage of a quarter. So we have to see what that is going to be together, which then easily 153 and a half. Okay, so now we're going to take the total amount we could have bought times this. We have 153 and a half times 118 over 10, and that is going to give us, using multiplication of fractions and then compound numbers, that gives us 1,811 pounds and 6 shillings. All right, so example 3. What is the annual income arising from an investment of 6,510 pounds in the 4% at 93? So that means someone has bought a variety of shares worth a total value of 6,510 shares, but instead of paying 100 pounds for each of these shares, they've only paid 93 pounds. So they're buying them at a discount from the company, and they're already worth 7 pounds more than what they bought for them, and then they have a 4% rate per year. So here, instead of the stocks being 100 pounds, they're 93. So here, as we were dividing by 100, we're not going to be dividing by 100, we're going to be dividing by 93. So we have 6,510 divided by 93. Okay, and that gives us 70. And now every year we're looking for the annual income, so that's easy enough. They're getting 4%. So they're getting, every share gives them another 4 pounds. They have 70 shares, so they're getting 280 every year.